Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Tim, and today I am continuing my playthrough of Skies Above Britain. We are up to the penultimate scenario or patrol for chapter number 2, which is patrol number 5. Just 2 more to go, and still trying to get that success rating. We've avoided disaster. But we're hoping to get into the success range here in the next 2 patrols, at least. All right, so let's jump right into it. We are at the point where I need to roll for our random event. I have a feeling that unless we get a training flight to give us a break here, I think we're going to have a bunch of fatigued pilots, so we might need to fly short-handed this time. 3 is going to be, new men, that would have been good. I assume that's reinforcements. But we got scramble. Let's see what that is. Haven't gotten that one yet. The order to scramble arrives before your squadron is prepared. You are not permitted replacement pilots this patrol. Set up normally, except place raid vector markers in the squadron formation marker as shown. Then roll a die and apply the result in the hasty scramble table. See, now this makes me think that we should be rolling for replacements at the beginning of the patrol instead of at the end of the previous patrol. I need to find out an answer to that. Or if anyone watching knows the answer, you could let me know in the comments. But I guess we'll play it that we don't get replacements at the end of this patrol, since that's how we've been doing it. But thematically, it seems like it makes more sense that it means you got to get on this patrol right away, so you're don't have time to get replacement pilots, which leads me to believe we should be doing it now. All right, let's see what this hasty scramble thing is all about. Oh boy. Okay, so we ignore the normal chapter setup, it looks like. So we're going to have 3, 3, 2, and 4. Wow, really deep for this one. And we set up in the deep zone. Let's get that set up here. All right, so 4 in the very last one. 2 here. And 3 and 3. Guess the good thing about this is we shouldn't have to worry about channel recovery or channel patrol too much this time. All right, and then we have to roll on this hasty scramble table, and it looks like something bad's going to happen. So if we get a 1 through 4, everyone starts with low ammo and has to spend 3 fuel. If we get 5 to 10, we have to roll a die, and that many fighters get low ammo and spend 2 fuel. If we get an 11 or 12, which would be amazing, only 1 fighter has to go low ammo. So let's see what we get. Oh, so close. 10. All right, some low ammo, so we have to roll the die again. This could be just as bad as the first one, other than the fuel expenditure. I don't know what we roll. 4. Okay, that's not too bad. So 4 fighters go low ammo, selected randomly, and each section has to spend 2 fuel. But first, before we do this, we got to figure out who we're actually sending. All right, that's the thing. Some of these events seem like you need to roll for it before you assign your pilots, but then this is one where you really need to have already assigned your pilots. But we'll go ahead and take care of it now. All right, let me see who all is fatigued. Let's see. So it would have been, if they did, 3 and 4, right? So Ellsworth is fatigued. Grigsby is fatigued, but he's also in the hospital, so he's okay. We hope. Northcott is fatigued. It's not as many as I thought. Rathbone, Timmons, and Upchurch. All 3 of those are fatigued. Rathbone, Timmons, and Upchurch. Okay, it is about as bad as I thought. So we got 5 fatigued pilots. Which means we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that aren't fatigued that can fly. Wow. So we either just fly 2 sections or we fly with 3 fatigued pilots. And then they'll have to sit out next time anyway, which next time we're going to have Birtwistle's going to be fatigued. Hooley will be, he had to bail out, so, or no, he didn't, that's right, he didn't go on the last one. Those are the guys that bailed out on scenario 3, I believe, yeah. Who else is going to be fatigued? Lethbridge Stewart will be fatigued. Osgood will be fatigued. Pertwee will be fatigued. And White will be fatigued, but he's in the hospital, so, Yeah, boy. I guess maybe we just send 6 and see what we can do with them. We might only be able to send 6 next time, too. Just got to get them on a little bit better rotation here so that we can at least get 9 out, hopefully. All right, so we're going to do some adjustments here. So Irwin gets promoted to red section leader. We're going to make Jap green section leader. And then these 2 rookies will go like that. Yeah, and hopefully we can get some of those guys out of the hospital. All right, we're just going to go with that. So we've got 4 of them, which is actually almost all of them. We're going to have low ammo. So let's see who. We'll just do, so the red die will be even or odd to see which section within the flight it is. Even will be red, odd will be green, and then the blue die will be which fighter. So it's odd and number 4, which is going to be green 3. Grab 4 of these markers. The green 3 is low ammo. Okay, it's odd, so it's going to be green section again, but now there's only 2 left, so we'll go even odd here as well, and even is going to be green leader. And we're even this time, and 6 is going to be red leader. And the final one, 2 is even, and then 3 will be red 3. So there's our ammo situation for our 2 sections. All right, so I think we just gotta hope we can find them soon and just send everybody after the bombers. Okay, let me record who all's flying on this one. We've got Pertwee. We've got Irwin. We've got Lethbridge Stewart. We've got Birtwistle. We've got Jap. Osgood. That's it, right? Yep. Yeah, and all of them except for Jap are going to be fatigued for the next patrol, so yikers. All right, well, here we go. Raid vector sequence, starting with the reveal step. Oh, we do need to still roll for visibility. So let me do that. And our scenario card. Up here. All right, red die is a 1, which is clear sun, and 4 is going to be port. We have clear sun on port side. All right, now we can start revealing. Messerschmitts, oh boy. Let's see who it's going to be, even, odd. Odd is going to be green section, so they have to spend the fuel. Oh, we forgot to spend our 2 fuel from the event. Okay, so let's get their card. Hunt in the sun, so this is going to apply because, again, this only means that if it's an escort station, it has to be in the sun. Otherwise, as long as there's sun anywhere. So we got head on and tailed. So we do the head on first. 109s, and we are a section. A green pilot becomes loose I think I will use Jap's privilege. Stay close to ignore that result. But then they vanish, someone goes low ammo, and someone takes a hit. Which means we will not be able to maneuver for the tailing one. All right, so let's see who goes low ammo. It is 6, which is green leader, so they are now out. Maybe I should have saved his privilege for that. Oh well. And then who gets the hit? 4 is going to be Birtwistle. And it is a fuselage 7. We don't resolve that yet. Now for our tailed card. Section against 109s. Slip would have worked. They vanish, would take a hit, and spend a fuel. So at least we didn't go lost contact. Have to spend a fuel. And then who gets this hit? 6 is going to be Jap. Red leader, or green leader, sorry. It is a fuselage 8. So let's roll for Birtwistle's fuselage 7. Ooh, and then Jap's fuselage 8. Okay, he's still in the fight, although he doesn't have any ammo. And I'd rather have that gone the other way, to be honest. This one goes to the fuselage box. All right. Yeah, I kind of wasted his privilege there since Birtwistle ended up getting shot down anyway. Not necessarily shot down, but at least taken out of the action. Okay, how about our next one? Straggler. We'll definitely ignore that. We don't got nearly enough fighters to be worrying about stragglers. And a flak, and there's our first raid result. So flak, we will draw a damage marker to put on the bomber formation once they come out. And it is an engine. And then we have a tally-ho opportunity. Well, first, tally-ho opportunity. So this actually hasn't gone yet. So we can either change altitude or move to the middle zone. So the next step after fuel is going to be contact. So if we want to try to make contact, which I think we probably should, because more than likely there's going to be another raid result in that second stack. So would it be better off to be in the same zone but low, or in excuse me, in an adjacent zone but high for contact? I'm thinking same zone. 'Cause the only thing with not being high is we don't have this +1, and we won't be able to start in the sun. But I think I'm okay with that. So yeah, we will use that tally ho to just move to the adjacent zone. Spend the fuel for that. And I just realized we don't need all these fuel markers. We only got 2 sections out here. So they'll each spend a fuel. All right, now we do the raid result. So raid marker goes on. And then because it's clear, we get to see where the escorts are now. Can't seem to get a high number for this. So 109, it's heavy in the high station. And 109, not heavy at port. We're really hoping we can come in from the nose here, I think. I don't think... Yeah, if we roll a 10 or more and spend a fuel, we can actually come in nose high, which would be ideal. All right. So that's going to conclude the reveal step. So now we go to the fuel step. So we each spend a fuel again. And now contact. And yes, I think we want to attempt contact. Or not attempt, make contact. It's just a question of where we come in from. So we're going to be on the same zone table. And 10 or more would be awesome. No modifiers. 1. So tail low, or we can spend a fuel to go tail high or flank low. Let's see what we're dealing with here on the interception chart. If we come in tail low, with that thing in the high station, we're going to need an 11. Flank low is also an 11. So either way is bad. I think this is the better option. I think we got more chance of disrupting some Ketan that way. Yeah. And unfortunately, we could choose to come in on port, which is where the sun is, but you have to be high. We'd have to be port high in order to take advantage of the out of the sun bonus. I think. Maybe not. This just says, if the RAF formation is in a position with the sun, it earns out of the sun advantage. I could have sworn you had to be high to take advantage of that, though. Let's see. Read vector sequence, contact. That's for that. No, we're looking at this is going to be for bomber interception. Out of the sun. Yeah, see, in the rule book it says if the RAF formation is in a position with the sun and is high altitude, it earns the out of the sun advantage. So this is somewhat incorrect. So yeah, we won't be able to take advantage of that. So we're just going to have to hope we can roll an 11 on 2 dice rolls. So yeah, we're going to spend the fuel and come in port side low. I might as well go starboard side low so that we're on the opposite side of those escorts, although it doesn't matter since we're not trying to suppress anything. But if we were, that would definitely be where you'd want to be. Because if we were able to suppress these guys, then the ones on starboard or port are a 10 if they're on the same side, but only a 5 if they're on the opposite side. Okay, so that's going to end the raid vector sequence. Oh, and then since there's no clouds, we now get to see what our bombers are. So, as usual, red die for bomber type, blue die for configuration. Okay, 9 is going to be Dornier's, and 8 is going to be this. Wow, I would have loved that if we had more fighters. That'd be 9 points right there if we could bust all them up. All right, I'll get that set up and be right back. All right, there it is. Now let's hope we can actually intercept it. Let's see where our flak is going to go. I guess we'll start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, around like that. 11's too big, but it's going to be 8 is going to be the middle one. 1, so this one. So he gets the engine hit, falls out. So we'll definitely be starting there. Again, if we make it in. All right. So moving to the interception sequence, we are going to give the entire, I guess I should have just used this marker since we're only a flight. We'll give the entire flight a bomber's order and hope for the best. So again, flank low, we have to spend a fuel. Green's almost out already. We're almost on low fuel anyway, not out. And since we have escorts in the high position, 109s, we need an 11 or 12. We can re-roll. Here we go. If this fails, we'll probably just end up going back home and call it a day. Oh, we got it. Yes. All right. Okay. So the flight marker comes off of the interception map. And our fighters enter from port. No, we came in from starboard. All right, let's see what we can do. Just looking to do some disrupting here. Let's see. There's no place where disrupting 2 would give us 4 points. So I think we might as well just focus on these 2 tiles here. That'll get us 3 points. And that's probably about all we can hope for. We'll send this guy just because he can help toward the disruption stuff. We'll do it like this. And this, I think. All right, let me get the medium bomber cards. All right, give these a quick shuffle. All right, we're going to start down here. So red leader. Up top on the flank. All right, well, we're not going to have 11. He does get a hit and then runs out of ammo. That's Irwin. Let's use his discipline privilege to ignore that low ammo result and get a dorsal gunner hit. All right, next is red 2. Hey, here we go. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, and then that'll be 8. Green pilot takes a hit. Red 2 is piloted by Lethbridge Stewart. So yeah, basically the 2 leaders are veterans and everyone else is green. So he is going to take a hit and go low ammo, but get a damage. Yeah, even if the damage ends up knocking it down or destroying it, it will we'll still have enough. Sometimes you want to be careful about that if it's going to possibly knock you out of the disruption number that you need. You want to resolve that first. All right, so we got a possibly catastrophic hit on the wing. No. He goes low ammo and takes a hit. And that's just a hit, not return fire. It's a cockpit 8. Okay, and then this one's isolated. Let me score that. There's my pencil. All right, we're on chapter 2, patrol 5, and we have 1 Keta isolated. All right, then we can move over here to green leader. I have to get lucky here. Gonna need something with I don't know if there are any that disrupt on a 3. 7, nope, and low ammo. He's already out anyway. Green 2. 8, nope. But a damage and a low ammo. It's a wing hit. And then red 3. 10, no way. He is green, so he's going to take a hit. But we got another damage and low ammo. So he's out now. Another damage. Wing, possibly catastrophic. Yes, it is. Nice. Okay. So we'll get at least 2 victory points for this patrol. And credit red 3, piloted by Pertwee with a bomber kill. First for the patrol, and his first. Okay. Then we disengage and do our hit check. Oh wait, he was supposed to take a hit too. So hit checks. And his is, uh-oh, a rudder 10. Whoop. Hopefully he can roll as well as he did on that catastrophic roll. All right, so we got red 2 needing an 8 or higher. Thought it was a 9. They go to the, what was it, cockpit. That's not good. And red 2 needs a 10 or higher. Ooh, he got it. Nice. All right. So that completes the bomber cycle that we entered from here. So now we go down to the entropy phase and back to another bomber cycle. So I'm going to keep these guys around just because they're going to help contribute to the disruption result. And we're just going to send everybody at this lead bomber here in this Ketan, or this Keta. All right. Red leader. Oh, that one's still there. We'll just set it back here. Disrupt on a 9, so no. Turn fire and low ammo. Already used his privilege. It's a hit. Fuselage 7. And we have red 3. 10, no. Green pilot takes a hit. He is green. And it's a wing 3, not too bad. We have green 2. Oh, 8 and a collision check. Man, we're not getting any, not adding any more markers on here. collision. All right, last chance. We need either a 5 or a damage marker and a 6. Oh, but he has no ammo, so we need a 5. Nope, 9. Doesn't get the hit or the damage because no ammo, and return fire for his trouble. And it is a hit, which is a wing 6. All right, looks like we might have to settle for 2 points here. Got 3 more hit checks to resolve. Let's start with the fuselage 7. Trivial. Then we got a wing 3. Oh no, the easiest one. And then a wing 6. No, yikes. So of our 6 fighters that we started with, 4 of them are in fate boxes. All for a measly 2 points. Okay, that's going to bring us to escort reaction. We have 1 in high and 2 in port. And again, I haven't seen a definitive answer on this yet, but I'm playing it that even though we only have 2 fighters, these are treated as separate resolutions. So port will send 2, and then high will send 1. No one's going to be moving. There's no ambush, at least. All right, so we'll do the high one first. These are heavy 109s. Let's see who's going to get it. Even, odd. Odd. It's going to be red. Who's that red leader? Yep. Not 110s. Too bad he is a veteran. So tailed by a swarm. He's out of ammo. He's just going to evade. Okay. Oh, should have done the turn. So hit or hit. And then we reduce. Got a fuselage 7. And out he goes. All right, well, now that there's only 1, even though this calls for 2 from port, you don't do more than there are fighters in the bomber formation. So we just get 1 for that one. These are also 109s, but not heavy. Green fighter. Yes, it is. Fingers off. Immediately becomes low ammo. And I assume that means if they're already low ammo, they go no ammo. Goes low ammo is a little misleading there. I think it should say receives a low ammo result. Unless it really does just mean they go low ammo and then nothing happens if they're already low ammo. Checking if it mentions anything about that in here. Fingers off. Applies only if the independent RAF fighter is a green pilot or if a section, one of its pilots, is green. The low ammo happens before drawing a dogfight card. If already low ammo, the fighter becomes no ammo. Yeah. If already no ammo, select another green pilot. Well, why not just leave them out of the selection in the first place? So he is in fact out of ammo and didn't even look at the important part. Head on with a rota. So I think we're just hoping for a vanish result here with no hit. Lone fighter, head on. He does vanish, but then reinforcements arrive. Now we're being tailed. And we will try to evade. And this time it works. We'll choose this one. And they are gone. So that was still in one round because you do the head on first, then the tailed. That was still the first round of the dogfight, so we are not lost contact. But to be honest, I wouldn't have minded if I was, because then I could RTB right now. So yeah, that's going to do it for the escort reaction, because none of this other stuff applies. No one's moving, no one's reducing, and there's no ambush. Back over here, and we are now up to the chase step. No one has lost contact. Patrol complete, no. Spend a fuel. All that's left is green. Escort recovery, no. Escort exit, no. No channel patrol, nothing to do for reform, so raid vector. Here, reveal, okay, new trade. So we isolate the rearmost tile. And I guess since there's 3, we'll roll to see which one it is. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this one is now isolated. And flak 2. Now, since we only have one fighter in the bomber formation, we only have to draw one hit for them. They don't get hit by both flaks. So we've got a wing 9. So we choose the largest contiguous group of tiles, and then within those, the ones with the fewest markers. So this one's out of the running. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Divide by 2. 8 is going to be the fourth one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is pretty academic at this point, but we'll go through the steps. 9 for catastrophic, no. And then the second one, now it can only be on one of these. It is a wing 10. So 6 is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's the first one again. And is it catastrophic? No. All right, then we have to draw a hit marker. Oh, fuselage 11. I think we might be ending up with everyone in the fate box. Yes, we are. All right. Swirl again. No orders, no intercept, entropy, bomber formation, nobody. Skip reaction, skip chase, patrol complete, yes. All right, let's hope that most, if not all, these guys can get their planes back to the hangar. Pull it down closer here. We're just going to go ahead and roll 2 dice for this. So the second die, if they don't manage to land, will be their result. So green 2, looking for an 8 through 12 on the red die. No. Fire. And then a 6 is hospital. So we've got, we should have rolled for these guys that were in the hospital. I think after we assigned our pilots. We'll do that here in a sec. So green 2 is Osgood. I'm going to set them up here so that we know that they're newly arriving. Red leader. 10 lands. Green 3. 10 lands. All right, wing, we need a 9 or higher. Green leader. Nope, 3 is fire and 7 is hospital. So green leader is Jap. Then we have red 3. 3 is another fire, but 10 he manages to bail out. So red 3 is Pertwee. And again, these are old bailouts. Here's a new bailout. So these we can actually bring back now in our available pilots for next patrol. Okay, and then that leaves red 2 with a cockpit damage, needing a 10 or higher to land. No, 1 is fire and 4 is dead. So red 2, Lethbridge Stewart on his second patrol is killed in a fiery crash after getting struck in the cockpit. Moment of silence for the Brigadier. If you watch classic Doctor Who, you know what I'm talking about. All right, that is it for that. Let's go ahead and roll for these guys that were hospitalized last turn. Just so we can see the chart here. Looking for a 9 or higher. And we'll start with Grigsby. 4, staying in. White. Hey, return to duty. Welcome back. Kershaw. Staying in. And Childers. Uh-oh, Childers is discharged. Okay. Welp. think that's going to do it. Remember from our event, at least the way we're doing it, we're not getting replacements this patrol. And let's tally up our results. Oh, we can add our newcomers to the hospital. All right. We had no escort kills, one bomber kill, one Keta isolated, so a total of 2 victory points. It's hard to write when you're watching yourself do it through the camera. We had 1 bailout. We had 2 hospitalized and 1 killed, right? Yeah, Lethbridge Stewart went down in a fiery blaze of glory. All right. So that puts us for Chapter 2 at 10, 13, 15, 26. So I think we're going to need 5 points in the last patrol. Oops. To get into the success outcome. Right now we're at near the top end of failure. So 5 victory points on our last patrol. We can get our second successful outcome. And then just play the last 2 out, avoiding disasters. All right, so that's going to do it for this episode of Skies Above Britain. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Leave me a comment. I enjoy reading them and responding to them. And we will see you in the next episode.